Hello folks, welcome to the VIP series. It's been a while since we noodled around on here, but I think I want to try ourselves out in the first stage of Ethereal Realm. Our team is pretty strong. We are going to hopefully have a good time against this. We might even clear it out all in one go. So, what we're going to be using is a pretty powerful lineup. We're going to use Atlas, Kane, Asmodel the Dauntless, Energy Feed on everybody else, and we're going to be rocking a lovely, juicy Betty here, who has Elusive Mirror. That's going to be a lot of crowd control coming out here, which is going to be great for us. Now, one thing I could do if I wanted to, I've got an Elusive Mirror Azrael. I don't want to use him, mainly because the buffs we gain from him affect us when heroes die. That is brilliant in Void campaign, but it's not good in this new mode, because unfortunately, heroes dying is bad. We don't like that, because they can't actually be used again when they're dead. So this Elusive Mirror, I might just throw this onto someone like Halora. Let's make her really, really fast. And that actually means I can then give her more attack here, which actually makes her a better tenant. So that's probably a good idea. That's going to benefit us a tiny touch. If we take a look at Asmodel now, he's at 28.1 million attack. That's very, very substantial. So we can go ahead and send this in and see how far we get with this team. So let's go to the Ethereal Realm. We've already built one of our buildings over here, starting to claim resources from that. And we're going to go and build this area here like so, and that's going to allow us to explore. So we'll build that up, enter in, and then we can go ahead and begin this game mode. So it's going to tell us to put in heroes in our exploration team, and it's going to want us to put Asmo in and then just save the lineup. But what I'll go ahead and do is change the lineup rather than doing what it wants me to do here, which is just gathering stuff. So what I'll do is I'll adjust the lineup. So we press this, click off, and actually what I'll do is instead hit the cog to adjust that lineup. So we'll put in our Elena, our Halora, our Elamak, we'll put in our Freya, and I'll add to this as well our Betty. Betty's crowd control should work pretty nice. I'm going to put her in slot 1 just in case enemies prioritize that as a target. We might not need to, though. I could just run her in slot 2 or whatever. I'm sure they're going to hit all over the place. And Asmodel getting hit actually gives him revenge stacks, so that's probably better for the team overall. As for a pet, considering Halora is here, though, I think having the wolf to set up additional damage is going to be very, very powerful for us. So that's probably the play. And then for cores, I think we're comfortable just running Betty's core to crowd control opponents. Although every single hero here does have a noble core, so there are a lot of options we could go with. We could even go with Elena's core to remove the crowd control we're going to take from the enemies. That could be pretty strong as well. But no, I think Betty's core is probably going to be the most viable because crowd control is really, really good. So we'll go ahead and save this lineup up, and we'll send it. So let's go ahead and attack this exploration zone. So we'll send out our little ship, and we'll start gathering points. Perfect. Now, we've got a blue enemy here we could fight if we want to. I'm actually not going to do that. Is it going to force me to fight it? Yeah, I think it is going to force me to fight it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do our little challenge here. We should be fine against this. Yeah. What? That was literally just Halora. She just did an active and they all died. That's quite funny. All right, in that case, let's go fight the first of the purple enemies. They're going to be over here somewhere. So there we go. There's our first purple opponent. So we'll go ahead, use our default team against this, and let's fight. So this enemy's probably going to be a little tougher. We remove the shields. There you go. Betty crowd controlling them instantly. They don't do anything to us here now. And they're just going to take even more CC. And all we need is one big active skill from Asmodel the Dauntless, and they're going to be dead. Wait, oh, they've got a guy who's not CC'd. Okay, there we go. He's locked down. That's good. And there's Asmo. Send it. Already killing most of the wave. And we should be able to do just the same thing again. Keep them CC locked in. Wait, hang on a second. It almost seems like when we hit that guy, he breaks free from crowd control. That's really annoying. Because I think I've seen that before with our Patricia on the Turbo series. Crazy. Either way, we did a ton of damage with Asmo there. Absolutely cleaning that wave out. And then we've got another wave of purple enemy, which is going to be around over on this side. So let's go ahead. And it's kind of yeeted itself over. We just got to go find it now. It's here somewhere. I know that for sure. We've just got to figure out where that somewhere is. There it is. Oh, wow. We're right next to it. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and we'll attack this as well. All right, let's back out of here then. We should have some resources we can use to upgrade our buildings. So let's start by upgrading this. That's going to allow us to use the currency you can see down here to upgrade it, but we haven't got any of that stuff yet. And it means we can now sign up for the Aurora Sanctuary. Perfect. Right, we'll also need to upgrade our central buildings, so we'll go ahead and do that. And that means we can build these areas over here, which will allow us to build the currency needed to upgrade this building to the next level. as each 4 of these currencies can be generated from these 4 buildings here. We just need to get ourselves some more of the energy source cubes to do that. What's going to help us here then is another workshop that's going to refine more of these items for us and get that coming in. Either way, once that's happening, let's go back to the map and let's go find ourselves some more opponents to fight. Also, we can add in another team if we want to, because we could find some areas worth exploring. So let's go to our exploration teams and let's make a second lineup. This one's probably not going to be used for fighting, but it's still going to be something we can use nonetheless. So we're going to use this second team to explore and find somewhere worth mining. So let's just head out and see if we can find something that we can mine. There's a purple enemy. That's great. There's the boss. So whilst we're here, let's go to our main ship and let's send it to go attack this purple enemy. So we're going to battle it. We're going to come across to here. Let's do that. And we'll attack this purple enemy with this team. Betty's crowd control coming out there immediately. That's fantastic. And we should be able to one-shot them with Asmodel if we're lucky. There he is. Not bad damage. Pretty good. Just need to energy feed him back up now, which he should be able to do no problem. Getting a few hits from the opponents now, though, although it is just crashing into our shields. We're not taking much damage at all. Although the stun on the Asmodel is unfortunate. He does break free, though. There's our crowd control. There's Halora. There's Freya. And now Asmo sends it, wiping the wave. Perfect. That's a ton of damage. Alright, let's go back to our other ship then and see if we can find a node where we can mine. So we're going to look around for something worth mining. Oh, another purple opponent. Great. In that case, let's bring our main ship to go and fight that. So we'll come across. There we go. And there we go. We've beaten it nice and easy. Oh, wow. There we go. We found something. We've got an amber coral. So we need to click this green gather button and we'll go ahead and select. And there we go. We're starting to mine this. Annoyingly, we need to go to the other side of the map to attack this purple dude. So let's go and attack. There we go. That's a victory. And now we can go and fight the boss. And we have 54 movement points, which we should be able to use to get to the center of the map again and fight the fort. So I'm not going to make the same mistake I made on the Turbo series, which was attacking the main tower straight away. Let's go ahead and attack these little outside areas first. So we had an issue where the game crashed and some of these fights didn't work. Oh, okay. That was an instant kill from Halora. That's an amazingly good start. So let's attack this little dude here. We should be able to get some more tokens as the day goes on as well that we can collect passively, which is good. We'll go ahead and attack the city gates. Let's give this a fight. Immediate... Ooh, Halora not getting the full kill, but Freya finishing it off. Nice. And then finally, let's attack the watchtower. This should be another easy win. There you go. Victory. So now we have 2 attacks left. Let's go send them into the main tower. So, this should be interesting to see how we do. So, this boss is doing a lot of attacking. Crowd control on the little guys is nice. Now, that stun on our Elamax a little bit annoying, but keeping that CC up's good. Although this boss's constant hitting is really irritating. This is probably going to be a really, really, really long fight. Either way, with all this energy feed, Asmo is going to do an active every single round, which is going to be a lot of damage. Asmo is really good at this kind of thing. Not as good as an Aspen would be, mind you, but still, Asmo is going to get a lot of damage out. We've already done a bit of damage to the main boss. And we've got Antler's Cane, which is going to buff us stronger and stronger. So is Halora, so is Freya. So there we go. Betty's constant crowd control, giving us a window of attack, shutting down those little guys. And here we go, another active skill from Asmo. Yeah, slowly chipping away, and it makes sense why we're able to beat this. And you're right, there is a 15-round limit. That is something. I kind of like how the boss keeps hitting us. But is it a reactive attack, or is it something that's going to trigger Asmodel's revenge stacks? That's something I'm not too sure about. I think Asmo specifically says when he takes damage from active skills or basic attacks. I could be wrong. It might just be any damage at all. But either way, guys, look at that. We are doing a ton of damage to this guy now. That active from Asmo was huge. So, yeah, we are taking little chips from the opponents. That's not too much of a problem. Let's see another big active skill coming out here from Asmodel. We've got the charge from Wolf as well. There goes Halora. And Asmo getting energy fed here. He's going to send a huge active skill. Okay, a little bit of chip damage coming out there. Not that bad. So clearly didn't have as many revenge stacks as we did the other time we hit. But yeah, it seems pretty much these enemies can't do anything to us. We've got this on lock with the crowd control from Betty and the continuous energy feed and damage from the team. I think this is completely fine. Yeah, look at that. Nice big damage coming out there from Asmo. And we're almost on half health of the boss taken away already. This is looking pretty good. Even the minions, man, they're close to death as well. They got a lot of HP. One of the issues, though, is the minions aren't actually going to give us revenge stacks. If, of course, we've got them all crowd controlled. So that's one little thing about Betty that's not great for Asmo. But obviously, Asmo's damage package is already pretty solid. So, yeah, already chucking away at the opponents here. Halfway through, on to round 7 now. More crowd control coming out there from the Betty. Asmo still getting hit. Alright, let's get some energy feed in here. Yeah, it's a little laggy. I hate how the boss is doing so many attacks as well. It makes the fight significantly slower. Good damage there from Asmo, though. We should have this beaten. And I really like the art style on these guys. So I'm wondering if the devs have developed some other bosses and other art styles of enemies we can fight. Because they are pretty cool. I really like the look of these dudes. I think the designers really smashed it with this. And there we go. Oh, nearly killing the boss. I think one more active and we've got this in the bag. It's like Void campaign bosses, right? Similar kind of vibe. The setup they kind of figured out for Seal Land with one boss and 4 minions. They've used it in a lot of game modes now. Force War, this now, Void bosses, Seal Land itself. It's kind of a cool format. I like it. Alright, there we go. Energy feed coming in. Asmo, send it. Should get the kill on this dude now. There we go. Also killing a minion. Not bad. And fights are going to be a lot faster now that we don't have to deal with the boss. So it's just all down to Asmo cleaning up here. There you go. It's got this. These frontline guys are tough, though. Although they are starting to attack here now, which is good. And I think they do break themselves free from crowd control. I think that's the kind of thing they're doing here. Interesting effect. But obviously, if they hit us, that's just going to give revenge stacks to Asmo, which kind of works in our favor here. So all we need to do, get the kill here. Almost got him dead. Wow, this is so close onto round 15, actually, which is a little scary, because this fight would end at round 15. So, round 14 now. Does Asmo do it on the 15th round? Oh my word, he genuinely probably does. That's crazy. Yeah, here's round 15. And is this just a final cleanup from Asmo? It is. Oh my word. That was lucky then to do the whole thing in one hit. That's insane. With Asmo as well, not with an Aspen. That's kind of silly. Ha! They are tanky, bro. They are so tanky. So yeah, all we need to do now is just mine some of the resources to start upgrading more of our buildings. We have thankfully got more of the crystals through, so we can start to add these new buildings, which we can use later on to upgrade the general power of our command post. But other than that, there's not much really to do here now that we've got our first few wave of fights out. But yeah, so we got these different areas over here, which we can use to develop these new currencies. So we actually need to just mine these currencies from these areas in here, which will just take us progressive time. So now, it's just down to idling, I think. And Betty wasn't needed either, to be honest. No, I don't think we did need Betty, so we could have ran some additional heroes to buff our damage. Like a Natalie in here could have worked pretty good. Or even other heroes, right? Let's not forget that Drake, Olivia, heroes like that exist. I think Olivia would have actually been really strong there, which would have been really good. Olivia could have shrank the boss, improving our damage output. I think she's going to be a real good sleeper hero in this meta. As well as Fairy's Guard will also help you stay alive, which is a pretty solid ability to have against these opponents. So, yeah, probably worth thinking about. But yeah, either way, seems like a fun and interesting game mode. Definitely going to be really difficult for newer players to engage with, though, because those bosses were tough. The fact that you've got a team this strong that took an entire 15 rounds to kill it, it's nicely balanced in that sense. I like that, but I think newer players just trying to throw their teams into this they are going to struggle to make any progress at all. So whereas I was hopeful that the Ethereal Realm would be something that new players can engage with, it's definitely not going to be something you can do the moment you unlock it. However, with the bonuses that you can gain from adding in troops and warriors from this little area over here, which you can build these little training posts which allow you to go ahead and add more troops to your lineup, that could help you because these soldiers do give you additional bonuses. You can see they're going to give you fixed stats. So maybe that's something you're going to need. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see as more people try and solve this game mode. It's going to be difficult though, especially given the fact that it did seem like enemies can break themselves free from crowd control. And that's going to be something difficult for people to engage with. Either way, the most important thing we can do for now is just level up this place as we did to level 2 and sign up in the Aurora Sanctuary. We've just got to wait and see what that's going to bring us, and it seems like day 1 has been pretty chill. We just need to farm up tens of thousands of soldiers. Genuinely, that might be what people need to do. But yeah, it'd be cool to see more of this in the future. Hopefully they can fix a few of the bugs. It is a little bit janky, but it's not a terrible game mode. Just there's a lot of things going on, and I can see that the devs will need to refine it a little more in the months to come. Either way, folks, let me know if you like the Ethereal Realm and the different things you've been enjoying with it and the strategies you've been using to win. I'll see you next time, and of course, until then, have an amazing week, and happy idling.